Welcome to the Unfiltered Planner. Think of this as my personal planning diary. While wedding days look seamless, the reality is often joyous, messy, and high pressure all at the same time. I'm sharing the highs and lows and the heart to heart moments and the personal toll of behind the scenes that you usually don't see. No filters, just the real life of a wedding planner, the Unfiltered Planner.
I'm so relaxed.
That's great. That's great. I'm happy you're relaxed. Am I relaxed? Did you ask?
Donald,
What
you're
about checking
always
on
relaxed.
me?
Donald, you're always relaxed.
Yeah? Good.
Oh my God. Ready?
Ready.
Welcome,
Ready when you are.
welcome to episode 2 of the Unfiltered Planner. And I'm so looking forward to this episode. You know why?
Why?
Because the last episode we got so much comments and feedback.
I mean, you have comments here even asking you to elaborate on guests sitting and waiting for 3 hours to eat while photos are being taken. The person you're so bad, man. Me can't tell you say the person
No,
no
but
man.
guess
Me
hate
can't
it.
tell you
We
say.
talk about it every episode. Guests hate sitting down and waiting for you to take 3 hours to do your photos.
You know what?
We talk about it every single
Well, you know-
episode. But guess what? What can persons do, Donald? I don't want to hear about how important the photos are.
You know what? Ask that same person will make the comment that if they're married yet. No, ask them. I bet the answer is no. Because they would understand.
When I was getting married, yeah, I want the photos. If I even 2 hours I
See,
take,
all right.
we want to make sure that the photos are
You
beautiful.
get it. It is the
Yeah,
only
but
day.
still, what can we do for our guests who are waiting 2
All right,
hours?
go ahead. Tell us. What can we do?
I would say we can extend the cocktail hour, having more food, some form of entertainment so that guests are not just sitting and being bored. Like, I would actually hate sitting 2 hours and just having nothing to do.
Well, you know what? I think we figured it out. Because I do know of weddings. Like, I've attended weddings for real where we're just waiting around and it's hot, you know, and there's nothing to do in that moment. Because some weddings don't even allow you to bring a +1, right?
Yeah. I think what guests can do or what bride and grooms can plan activities. I've suggested to couples before to extend the cocktail hour by 2 hours. If you know your photos are going to take 2 hours, extend the cocktail hour. Have something fun. You can even have the MC start instead of at the reception, at the cocktail hour. Start doing something from there, getting guests involved. Plan activities. That's all I'm saying. Activities, activities, activities. Food, food, food.
Drinks.
Plan
Yeah.
it, plan it. Don't just leave your guests wondering by.
Hanging. I think you figured it out. That's definitely the solution. I've never thought of that before. But if we have activities and we have food flowing and drinks flowing,
Entertainment,
the MC interacting with us.
Here, you know, I went to one wedding where we had a little conga line to get the food, like different music. That was so much fun.
So,
Like,
no, that sounds like you have to work for your food, though. It's all right. Nuh-uh. So you have to lose the weight to get the food? What?
Yeah, I guess.
Okay.
So listen, this week, the last 2 weeks, it was the last 2 weeks that we shot, was so exciting. Donald and I did a little road trip for a site visit, and we're just going to show you a brief snap of what that looked like. And trust me, it was not pretty.
Then I want to make it never pretty.
Cause you wouldn't feed me.
No, cause you did hungry.
That's another time. But listen.
Donald, it was like rushing me back ticket and I can't even stop and enjoy nothing.
Yeah.
No country food But you might tell Donald I rush that I'm not rush to go pick up back Malik from extra class.
But that's why you must plan properly. Because plan ahead. What about you get up? What about you get up 4 a.m? Cook ackee, look at ackee and saltfish, me and you.
Donald, when I cook ackee and saltfish and I come a country where ackee and saltfish and live on hog and that's something I like to eat sell.
So what we eat at all? Ackee and saltfish at their town?
It's not the same flavor.
It's not the same? Oh, you just cannot cook then. And that you...
Look at Donald, I make me hurt you.
No, you come back with that.
This is the day I'm gonna hurt you.
You come back with the earth again.
That call, I cannot take that call right now.
Call rejected.
I should have answered. I cannot take that call right now.
For the person who's calling, it's Wednesday. It's Wednesday and it's 6:11 a.m. We just rattled Helen. So if you're in a call right now, just know that she reject your call. You're driving like a mom. We're not gonna get there in 30 minutes.
You wanna bet? You have 10 grand?
Let me tell you something.
You're not careful.
We're practical in our life here. You know, for food, we're realistic. So if you press the right gas, you can get there in a 30 minutes. Me now bet you 10 grand. Me say, if I was more than do 1,000, may I eat that? Me look like food here.
Also, last week I did my second therapy session.
Yeah. How is that going?
Oh my God. There are no words. Tears. Oh my God.
You cried? Why you never video that for me, see?
I always have to like wipe my face after that session because it's...
I'll be coming to your third session.
I don't think so.
I think the people would like to see what's happening
Oh my God.
behind,
it was intense.
behind it all.
Alright, the first session was kind of refreshing because it started to unburden. But now you actually start to do like look at some of the work that it's going to take to
Unpack. Oh my God.
There are no words. But I think therapy is good. Like, listen, guys, if you have issues or I even say issues or challenges dealing with certain things, it's always good to get a professional to help. So I think that was good. I also got my son's graduation picture.
Aww.
Oh my God, I'm so excited! Can you tell?
You have a lot going on this week.
I had a lot going on this week, and I had to rush my mom to the doctor yesterday. I was actually doing an appointment at the store. I had to run and carry her to the doctor, sit with her. I mean, last week was a lot. We were actually supposed to be shooting this episode at a wedding venue. But the wedding was canceled yesterday because the bride and the groom was in an accident. Just a lot of little things going on that made this week very exciting but challenging. All right, so we had a lot of comments and requests on the last video. Somebody wanted ask, what is my day like as a planner? How do I start my day? What do I do on a normal day? So I'm going to let you know that very quickly. I'm usually up by 3-4 o'clock every morning. I do some work, Helen G Bridal, Helen G Events work. Then I wake up my kids at 5 a.m., 5:15 to get ready for school, get breakfast ready. My son is type 1 diabetic. So he takes 4 shots during the day. He has to take his first shot before he showers and eats. So I have to time breakfast and all of that very well so that he gets his first 2 shots before he goes to school in the morning. Once I get them off to school, I start to do my daily appointments, work, shopping, if I have to go to supermarket, house chores. And then by 2-3 o'clock, I'm again picking up from school, preparing dinner. By 7-8, I'm sleeping.
Facts.
Right.
All
so that's
facts.
usually what my standard day is.
All right. Well, what about today's episode? What are we looking at today?
Today's episode, we're looking at things that guests really don't give a F about. Like, literally don't really care about. Like, some things that clients obsess about, guests really don't care about it. And remember, when you're planning your wedding, you're hosting it's like a large dinner party for your friends and family. So you have to take into account things that your guests like and don't like.
All right. Well, number one, first up, we have paper goods and stationery.
Let me say this. Clients spend a lot of time, or brides and grooms spend a lot of time designing wedding programs and wedding stationery. And honestly, sometimes the wedding programs alone cost $25,000, $35,000, $30,000. And at the end of the night, you know where they are? I'm throwing them in the garbage. They're on the ground. They're on the tables. They're all over the place. And we're throwing them away. $25,000 to $35,000 going into the garbage. Like, literally. It's rare that you'll find a guest that will keep a wedding program.
All right. So what can we do?
Instead of spending a lot of money printing individual programs, You can have a screen that has the entire program. You can have the program scanned so persons can have access to it, to the program on their phones, instead of printing 100 programs, 60 programs. It's a lot. Menu cards, escort cards, all the stationery, some of it is not necessary. You can do numbers. You can do a big seating chart so that everybody knows where they're sitting. You can do one menu card also on a screen. You do not have to print these individual items. It's very important, guys, especially if you're on a budget, that you can even put the wedding menu card, the menu on your wedding website. There are free wedding websites out there. You can put the wedding program, menu card.
Wedding websites like? We'd like to know.
You can go to weddingchannel.com, the knot.com. They have free wedding websites that you can use. You can put all that information on your wedding website so that you don't have to spend any money to do these things, and then at the end of the night, see it in the garbage.
Well, you know what? Let's wrap it up. You know why? Because number 2 is about overly long slideshows and speeches.
Oh my gosh. This is another part of the wedding that drags, like literally drags. If you have somebody giving a 15 to 20 minute speech at your wedding reception, that is long. No wedding speech or no wedding slideshow should be more than 5 minutes. So for the persons that you select to do your toast, ask them to keep it brief and short.
All right. Well, you kept that short. Thank you.
No, it's important. Like, have you seen, like, especially when you do open mics at a wedding, and the open mics keep on going on and on and on. Sometimes I have to literally ask MC, cut, stop it.
All right. Well, now we move to choreographed dances.
Okay, this is another pet peeve for myself as well. Guests really don't care about how the bridal party enter. They don't care how cute it is. They want to see you, the couple, right? I did a wedding recently, and they spent so much time rehearsing that entrance that people all forgot the steps by the time the day of the wedding, right? And most persons are not paying attention to the bridal party entering, really and truly. They are paying attention to the bride and the groom. Paying for a choreographer to do a bridal party entrance, to me, is another waste of money.
All right. All right.
Like, literally.
And finally, we have branded weddings. No, you know, I mean, by you finish, we're not going to have no pattern and style for your wedding. You know, realize we're not going to have no logo, we're not have no menu card, we're not have nothing.
I am not saying that.
But anyway, you're the expert. We're here to learn. Branded weddings.
Branded weddings. Okay, guys, I know you want to make everything unique and special. And as I said earlier, you can do the wedding programs on a screen. You can have a barcode. You can design a mini card. I just don't want you to be printing all of those items and spending money on them, right? So you can have your specialized logo done. You can choose a particular print to use throughout the wedding. But guys, make every dollar count when you're spending money on these items. It does not make sense to spend money on items that guests are going to throw away.
Alrighty. Well, thank you. I think that's it for this week. What are we going to look at next week?
Next week, we are going to look at things that guests actually care about. What do we actually want to see? And I'm including myself because I'm going to be a guest at Donald's wedding. So what do we actually want to see at weddings? Like Donald's wedding?
You complain about food too much. Like, me no want your wedding. There's not enough food to feed you at that wedding.
No, you just have to have something special and nice, and I'll be happy. I'll be a happy camper.
Okay.
So
camper, you ain't staying over. Girl.
Yes, I am, because you promised me a 5-day multi-wedding.
I did.
So, yes, it's going to be a 5-day wedding. So, yes, I'm staying over. Thank you so much for watching. It's such a pleasure. And thank you for sharing all your comments and feedback. Continue to do so. We look forward to seeing you next time. Bye.